Thank you all for calling me here to this beautiful space. It's been a day of incredible inspiration. Thank you so very much. And actually, when Sheetal invited me, the first thing I told Sheetal is, Sheetal, Life Positive is not practicing gift economy, so should I be there? And then later on, I thought about it, and I said, okay, maybe I'm earning a salary from Life Positive, but in many ways, my movement into Life Positive has been the beginning of my, generosity journey. And if I really look at where it all began, the genesis was a spiritual transformation that happened. And in the course of time, I also came to the understanding that the values I was subscribing to, the kind of life I wanted to lead was completely radically opposed to the magazine I was editing, which was a lifestyle magazine. And shortly after, and I was very clear that what I wanted to do with my life was to contribute. I think what became very clear to me, I mean, my whole priorities changed, my whole perspective changed, that spiritual transformation really moved me inside out. But the fundamental change was that for me, I realized that work was really the purest form of self-expression, It cannot be about earning money, it cannot be about fame. It became very clear to me that work has to be an expression of the self, and there can be no value to it. I used to be surprised when people would say, if you give people peanuts, then you'll get monkeys or stuff like that. But who you are is priceless, and there can be no price to it. And if you can do something which represents who you are, then money should not be the fundamental value. I felt that very strongly. That gave me the strength, in fact, to leave a very well-paying, very reputable job, move into a startup magazine. It was, nobody knew whether it was going to survive or die, but we started this magazine. Trust is what has kept us going. None of us we have been paid very much for it. It's been totally a hand-to-mouth operation. And it's worked out so beautifully. Every time I look at it, yes, money has never been much, money has never been, let's say, very, very abundant in Life Positive. But every time I look at what I've got from the very decision of leaving behind, the concept of working for a living and just serving society, giving what I have to society as a pure gift, I think I'm so much a benefactor. I've got so much from society and from life because of the job I do. The first huge benefit, I think, is that I can serve. I'm privileged to do the kind of work I'm doing. I'm doing work that's benefiting society. That's such a huge gift in today's times. I see how many of us are doing work that's actually destroying society. And here I am able to proudly say that everything that comes out from Life Positive can only benefit. It cannot in any way harm, And because of the work I've been doing, I've grown so much. All the questions that came up for me, all the, the searching that I was doing, articles came out of that, and I was able to, read books on it. I was able to meet people about it. I was able to dialogue. Life Positive has really been for me a sadhana. It's been my ashram and my guru and my everything, because it has helped me, enabled me to engage with the issues that I've been looking at, and it has enabled me to contribute. So that's a beautiful gift that I've got from Life Positive. It has enabled me to make so many friends. I think, the best thing about Life Positive is you meet beautiful people. Almost everyone you meet is a friend, and that feels like such richness. So it's been a beautiful journey, and as far as giving is concerned, I think for me, the biggest area of my giving has been the magazine, the job I do, the articles I write. When it comes to my personal sphere, I've been so inspired by so many of you today sharing about all the little things you've done, going out there, looking after people in hospices and, educating. I've not done any of that so far. I think for me that's going to be the next journey. I often ask myself, do I have what it takes to go to the next step, which is to leave behind even the protection of a job and just step out and simply offer my life as a service. That's a question I'm engaging with. It's the next step in my generosity journey, and I'm sure the journey is going to be very, very interesting. Um, but I do little things. I mean, I consider myself to be, I consider that the train, you know, I travel by local train, I don't travel by car. And I love doing my little bit in the local trains, you know. If I see beggars, I love to feed them something. I like to give them. And if I see people who are, you know, so often you see children are estranged from their parents in the course of getting into the train. The train moves and children are left behind. So those are my little services that I do. And I love to help people around me because I think, yes, helping charity is great, but then there are people among, you know, people who work for me, people who work within the organization. They've got their needs, and if I can help them, I'm happy to do that. So these are very small steps I've taken in the generosity journey as a person. I know that I'll be, I know that I will be complete in my generosity journey when all of me will be just a gift to the world. This is where I'm moving towards, and I'm really looking forward to the journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.